Welcome to Oracle Application Express, Apex Regions, Dynamic Actions. You can think of dynamic actions as being very similar to JavaScript in the sense that it gives you the ability to create program-level logic inside of your web page. I'm going to pick Master Detail. You can see it's a pretty simple page where we have department name, manager ID, and location ID. I'm going to create a dynamic action that says every time I leave this particular field, I want a dialog box to pop up and say, "Are you sure?" Under normal circumstances in an application, you wouldn't want to slow end users down by doing something like this, but for demonstration purposes, I just want to show you how easy it is to create a dynamic action on a field like this. So I'm going to edit page 18, and at the bottom of the screen, you can see that I have this dynamic actions entry in the page rendering column. If I right-click on it, I'm going to create a new dynamic action called, "Are you sure?" I can define when I want the event to fire. And as you can see, I have a lot of different events that I can pick from. I'm going to choose the event Lose Focus. I can choose what element on the page I want this to work on. In this example, I'm going to choose an item, and I'm going to choose the department name. I can also define if I want to have a condition for when this dynamic action fires. So when the department name loses its focus, I'm going to fire an event that I'm going to define in the next page of the wizard. I'm going to fire an alert. And on the alert, I'm going to say, "Are you sure?" If everything looks okay, I'm going to say create dynamic action. Now when I run the page, as soon as department name loses focus, I should see a dialog box that says, "Are you sure?" I can click anywhere else on the form. As soon as I go into department name and then department name loses focus, I get the dialog box. So dynamic actions are a real nice way of giving JavaScript type functionality to your Apex application. As you can see, there's a lot of different events that can happen in the browser that you can trigger via a dynamic action. When something's changed, clicked, double-clicked, gets focus, different types of key presses, different mouse events, when the page is loaded or unloaded, resized, when scrolling or selections occur, after a refresh, before a page submit, before a refresh. There's a lot of different things that you can trap for inside of a dynamic action. You also have the ability to select what type of element on the page is going to be affected. You're not limited to just items. You can affect buttons, regions, DOM objects, and jQuery selectors. jQuery selectors are really powerful for when you build mobile applications. When I define my conditions, I'm not limited to just standard things like equal to or not equal to. I can also write full JavaScript expressions. This gives the development team an incredibly powerful way to build dynamic applications inside of Oracle Application Express. I'm also not limited to a single action. When I first go through building my dynamic action, I'm presented with this page on the wizard where I can define what happens when a particular event happens on my web page. After it's defined, I can go in and edit the dynamic action, and I can add multiple true actions to the event. So I'm not just limited to one action when something happens inside of my application.